What if I told you that not everything in life deserves your attention, let alone your reaction? Think about it. Every day, someone cuts you off in traffic, says something rude, posts something offensive, or acts like they're trying to provoke you. And what do? We react. We argue, complain, rant, or spiral into frustration. But here's the truth. Reacting to everything is a trap. It gives power to things that don't deserve it. It steals your peace, your energy, and your focus. That's not strength. That's slavery to emotion. The world will always throw chaos at you. It's loud, messy, and often meaningless. But your mind? That's your space. That's your kingdom. The more you react to things that don't matter, the less control you have over yourself. Stoicism teaches us something powerful. You can't control what happens, but you can always control how you respond. Or better yet, if you respond at all. Sometimes silence is stronger than shouting. Sometimes walking away is more powerful than fighting back. And sometimes doing nothing is the greatest show of strength. So the next time life tries to poke at your emotions, ask yourself, does this really deserve my reaction? Or am I just giving my power away? Remember, not everything is worth your energy. Choose your peace over proving a point. Choose strength over impulse. Not everything deserves your reaction. Imagine this. You wake up late for an important meeting, spill your coffee on your shirt, and then find out your internet is down just as you're about to log into an important call. The day feels like a series of unfortunate events piling up on top of each other. In moments like this, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, frustrated, and ready to snap. But here's the question. Do you have to react to every single problem that comes your way? Does every annoying moment, every obstacle, or every negative person deserve your emotional energy? What if the key to a more peaceful, focused, and fulfilling life is learning how to choose what to react to and, more importantly, what to ignore? That's what we're diving into today. In this video, we're going to talk about something powerful, something that might just change the way you approach your everyday life. Not everything deserves your reaction. In a world that's constantly throwing challenges and distractions at us, it can be tempting to respond to everything. We feel the urge to react to the slightest provocation, to prove our point, or to defend our pride. But this can lead to constant frustration, anxiety, and exhaustion. Stoic philosophy teaches us a different approach. It asks us to question our instinct to react. Instead, it encourages us to reflect, pause, and decide how to respond, or if we should respond at all. This isn't about ignoring problems or avoiding confrontation. It's about choosing your battles wisely and protecting your peace. So, why is this important? In today's fast-paced world, we're bombarded with noise, social media, work stress, personal challenges, and it's easy to feel like we have to react to everything. But what happens when we give in to that impulse? We end up drained, resentful, and often regretful. The truth is, we can't control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond. And sometimes, the best response is no response at all. Understanding this concept can drastically change the way we experience the world. By learning to pause and decide whether something truly deserves our energy, we take back control over our emotions and our actions. This is the power of Stoicism. It's not about suppressing your feelings. It's about mastering them. It's about recognizing that not every challenge, every insult, or every inconvenience needs to trigger an emotional response. In fact, the less we react, the more we conserve our mental and emotional strength for the things that truly matter. Let's explore how this works in practice and why it's not only beneficial for your well-being but essential for your peace of mind. By the end of this video, you'll have a clearer understanding of how to stop giving your power away to situations and people who don't deserve it, and instead, how to choose calm, control, and clarity in the face of life's ups and downs. Before we dive into today's journey of Stoic wisdom, I want to invite you to be part of something bigger. This channel is driven by a passion to spread knowledge that can transform lives, and with your support, we can continue growing. By joining our membership community, You'll get exclusive videos, members-only posts, and live Q&As, all designed to help you dive deeper into philosophy. Your support means more than just keeping the content alive. It means we can keep growing together. If this resonates with you, join us through the link in the description. Number 1. The trap of constant reaction. One of the biggest challenges we face today is the belief that we must react to everything. If someone insults us, we feel the need to respond. If something offends us online, we think we have to comment. If life throws a problem our way, we panic or complain instantly. This constant state of reaction has become normal, even expected. People believe that reacting quickly means being strong, aware, or in control. But in reality, it often means the opposite. We react because we feel uncomfortable sitting with emotions. We react because we want to be heard, validated, or seen as right. But at what cost? The real problem with this mindset is that it drains us. Emotionally, mentally, even physically. When we react to every little thing, we leave no space for peace. We carry anger from one situation into the next. We allow the mood of others to control our own. We let small moments become heavy burdens. And the worst part is, we rarely pause to ask, is this worth it? Does this situation really deserve a piece of me? This problem affects how we make decisions. We become impulsive. Instead of thinking clearly, we react emotionally. We say things we don't mean, act out of pride, or make choices that don't align with who we truly want to be. We get caught in arguments, feel stressed over things we can't control, and lose sight of what truly matters. Think about the last time you reacted out of anger or frustration. Did it actually help the situation? Or did it just add more fuel to the fire? The truth is, we often regret our reactions more than the situation that triggered them. And yet, we keep repeating the cycle. Why? Because we've been conditioned to believe that reacting is a form of strength, that silence is weakness, that letting something go means accepting defeat. But is that really true? Or have we just misunderstood what strength looks like? Maybe real strength isn't in how loudly we respond, but in how calmly we stay silent. Maybe the challenge isn't what's happening around us, but how quickly we give away our peace. Maybe the real battle is internal. And maybe, just maybe, the most powerful thing you can do is nothing at all. Number 2. The power of self-control. What if we told you that you don't have to react to everything? That you can choose peace over conflict, stillness over chaos, and clarity over confusion? That's exactly what Stoic philosophy teaches us. Stoicism isn't about being emotionless. It's about understanding that your emotions don't have to control you. It's about creating space between what happens and how you respond. That space is where your power lives. The Stoics believe that while we can't control what the world throws at us, we can control how we choose to respond. Epictetus, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This idea is simple, but powerful. It means that the world can be chaotic, unfair, or even cruel, but you still get to choose your response. You still hold the power. Imagine facing a stressful situation, a rude comment, a traffic jam, a setback at work, and instead of exploding or complaining, you take a breath and let it pass. You observe the emotion, but you don't let it guide your next move. That's not weakness, that's control. That's wisdom in action. This shift in perspective changes everything. You stop wasting energy on things that don't matter. You stop giving your peace to people who haven't earned it. You stop letting your emotions run your life. And slowly, you begin to feel stronger, calmer, and more grounded. You realize the true power isn't in reacting to the world. It's in remaining unmoved by it. Countless people have transformed their lives through this shift. From leaders who stay calm under pressure, to ordinary people who choose patience in difficult moments. The Stoic mindset helps you rise above the noise and focus on what you can control. Your thoughts, your values, your actions. And in a world that constantly tries to pull you in every direction, that kind of control is rare and incredibly powerful. The next time you're tempted to react, remember, Not everything deserves your reaction. You're not weak for walking away. You're strong for protecting your energy. And you're wise for choosing peace. This is the path of Stoicism. This is the shift that sets you free. Number 3. How to practice the art of non-reaction. Choosing not to react is simple in theory, but it takes real awareness and effort in practice. Most of us are used to reacting without even thinking. Our responses are automatic, driven by emotions like anger, insecurity, or pride. To stop reacting unnecessarily, we need to slow down and build habits that help us stay grounded, calm, and in control. The good news is, this isn't about becoming someone else. It's about training yourself to respond with intention instead of impulse. It's about creating a little space between what happens and how you deal with it. The first step is learning to pause. When something triggers you, don't respond immediately. Just pause. This moment of stillness is your first layer of defense. Take a deep breath. Count to 5. Let the feeling rise without letting it push you into action. That pause gives your mind a chance to engage before your emotions take over. You'll be surprised how different things feel even after just a few seconds of silence. Many problems dissolve when you give them a little space. Next, start asking yourself a simple but powerful question. Is this worth my energy? Not every situation needs your opinion. Not every insult needs a comeback. Not every disagreement needs a debate. Ask yourself, will this matter tomorrow? Next week? Next year? If not, it probably doesn't deserve a reaction today. The more you ask this, the more you'll train your mind to filter out the noise. You begin to notice what truly deserves your attention and what's just a distraction. Another helpful practice is to understand your triggers. We all have them. Certain situations, words, or people that provoke us easily. Identify yours. Is it being ignored, being criticized, being misunderstood? Once you know your triggers, you can prepare for them. You can practice staying calm in those exact moments instead of being caught off guard. Awareness of your emotional patterns gives you power. It helps you break the cycle. One of the most effective ways to maintain control is through journaling. At the end of the day, write down what triggered you and how you responded. Did you stay calm? Did you overreact? Could you have handled it better? Reflecting like this builds emotional intelligence. You learn from your experiences and sharpen your awareness. Over time, your reactions become more thoughtful, more selective, and more aligned with your values. You should also create mental boundaries. Just because someone says something doesn't mean you have to take it personally. Just because someone is upset doesn't mean it's your job to fix it. Recognize what's your responsibility and what's not. You're not required to match someone's energy just because they're loud, angry, or emotional. You can choose to protect your peace and respond on your own terms. A key part of this practice is acceptance. Understand that people will be rude. Situations will be unfair. Life will be unpredictable. That's not a problem. That's reality. The Stoics remind us, you can't control the world, but you can control how you move through it. When you accept this, you stop reacting to everything like it's personal. You realize most things aren't about you. They're just life unfolding as it does. This mindset frees you from taking everything so seriously. Another powerful strategy is mindful breathing. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, just focus on your breath. Slow, deep breaths calm the nervous system and reduce emotional reactivity. It's a tool you can use anytime, anywhere. When you feel that rush of anger, anxiety, or frustration, pause, breathe, and return to the present moment. You'll be able to think more clearly and respond with more wisdom. Lastly, surround yourself with calm. Spend time in silence, disconnect from social media, avoid gossip. Be around people who bring peace instead of drama. Your environment shapes your energy. The more you fill your space with calm influences, the more naturally you'll respond with calmness in daily life. Practicing non-reaction isn't about being passive. It's about being powerful. You're not letting things slide. You're choosing where your energy goes. You're deciding what deserves your time, your thoughts, and your emotions. And in a world that constantly tries to provoke you, that's not weakness, that's mastery. Number 4, facing the challenge of letting go. Choosing not to react sounds wise, but actually doing it can be difficult, especially at first. The truth is, most of us are used to defending ourselves. We've spent years reacting without thinking, trying to prove our worth, protect our pride, or control how others see us. Letting go of that habit feels like giving up. It feels like weakness, but it's not. It's just new. And anything new feels uncomfortable in the beginning. One common fear is, if I don't react, people will walk all over me. That's understandable. We think reacting shows strength, but real strength doesn't come from being loud. It comes from being clear. You don't have to explain yourself to everyone. You don't need to prove your point in every argument. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is remain calm and walk away. People will eventually learn that your silence isn't weakness, it's discipline. Another obstacle is the feeling of injustice. When someone disrespects us or a situation feels unfair, staying calm can feel wrong. You may think, but they don't deserve my silence. But that's exactly the point. They don't deserve your peace either. Don't trade your well-being for their bad behavior. Responding to every insult or rude comment gives your power away. Stoicism teaches that your inner world is more important than what's happening outside. Protecting your peace doesn't mean the other person wins, it means you do. Some people struggle because they confuse non-reaction with emotional suppression. But this isn't about pretending things don't affect you. It's about learning to respond with awareness, not with automatic emotion. You can feel anger without letting it control you. You can notice frustration and still choose not to act on it. That's not suppression, it's emotional maturity. It means your feelings are real, but you are in charge of what happens next. Consistency is another challenge. You might stay calm one day, then explode the next. That's normal. It's a process. No one becomes emotionally disciplined overnight. You're going to slip up, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep coming back. Keep practicing, keep reflecting. Each time you choose silence over shouting, stillness over chaos, you grow. Even small steps forward are progress. It's also helpful to remind yourself why you're choosing this path. You're doing it for your peace, for your focus, for your growth. When you stay connected to that purpose, it becomes easier to let go of the need to react. You're not avoiding life, you're choosing to master it. There will always be people who trigger you. There will always be situations that test you. But every challenge is also an opportunity to rise, to respond wisely, to grow stronger. And over time, you'll notice that the things that once bothered you don't affect you the same way. You'll feel lighter, freer, more in control. That's the gift of choosing your response. That's the power of Stoicism. Not everything deserves your reaction, and once you truly understand that, life becomes a whole lot simpler. Number 5. Proof in real life. The idea that not everything deserves your reaction isn't just a theory or philosophy, it's a mindset that has shaped some of the strongest and most respected people in history. One of the best examples is the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Despite having ultimate power, constant pressure, and endless problems to deal with, he didn't let the chaos around him affect his inner world. In his writings, he constantly reminded himself not to waste energy on things outside his control. He faced betrayal, war, and personal loss. But he chose calm over anger, wisdom over pride. His ability to stay steady through it all didn't just make him a good leader, it made him a Stoic icon. We also see this mindset in modern leaders like Nelson Mandela. After spending 27 years in prison under brutal conditions, Mandela was released and had every reason to react with rage or revenge. But he didn't. Instead, he stayed calm, forgave his enemies, and led South Africa toward unity and healing. His refusal to react emotionally, even after unimaginable suffering, showed the world what true inner strength looks like. He knew that peace could never be built through anger, and his example continues to inspire millions. Closer to everyday life, think of people you know who stay calm under pressure. Maybe it's a teacher who stays patient no matter how disruptive the class gets. Maybe it's a parent who listens quietly instead of yelling when their child makes a mistake. Maybe it's a friend who doesn't take the bait in arguments, even when they're provoked. These people may not be famous, but they're powerful in their own way. Their strength doesn't come from control over others. It comes from control over themselves. Even in professional settings, this mindset pays off. Leaders who remain calm during crisis are often the ones others trust the most. They don't panic when things go wrong. They listen before they speak. They focus on solutions, not drama. In contrast, people who react emotionally under pressure often lose respect and make poor decisions. Companies value those who can manage stress and stay composed, not those who explode at the first sign of conflict. In relationships, this mindset saves connections. Arguments happen, misunderstandings happen, but when one person chooses not to react with anger or defensiveness, it creates space for resolution instead of escalation. Responding with patience instead of pride often turns conflict into deeper understanding. And over time, it builds trust. Because when people know you won't explode over every small thing, they feel safer and more open around you. There are also countless stories of people whose lives improved simply because they stopped reacting. Someone who used to get into daily arguments online decides to let go, and suddenly, they feel lighter. Someone who always tried to prove their point starts choosing peace instead, and they find more energy, more clarity, and more joy in everyday life. These aren't big, dramatic moments. They're quiet shifts that change everything. So whether it's a historical figure leading a nation or an ordinary person navigating daily life, the impact is clear. Choosing not to react gives you power. It gives you peace. And it allows you to show up as your best self, even when life is difficult. These real-life examples prove that this mindset isn't just wise, it works. Number 6, your turn to let go. Now it's your turn to reflect. Ask yourself, how often do you give away your energy to things that don't deserve it? How often do you react out of habit, emotion, or pride, only to regret it later? Maybe it's a rude comment from a stranger, a post on social media, a disagreement with someone close to you. Maybe it's the little things that pile up and steal your peace without you even realizing it. The truth is, many of us are living in constant reaction mode, but we don't have to. Take a moment and think about what that's doing to you, to your peace, your relationships, your focus. Every time you react without thinking, you give someone else power over your state of mind. You hand over your inner peace to people who may not even care about your well-being. That's not fair to you, and it's not necessary. The beauty of Stoicism is that it reminds us, you can choose a different way. You can pause, you can breathe, you can respond with clarity instead of emotion. It's not about being perfect, it's about being present, aware, in control of yourself. That's a power no one can take from you, unless you give it away. So ask yourself today, what's one situation, one person, or one habit that triggers you often? Just pick one, and the next time it shows up, challenge yourself not to react. Just observe, just breathe, just let it pass. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. And with each small success, you'll build a little more strength, a little more peace, and a little more trust in yourself. This journey isn't about becoming emotionless. It's about becoming wise. It's about knowing when to speak and when to stay silent, when to act and when to walk away, when to fight and when to let go. Not everything deserves your reaction, and deep down, you already know that. So slow down, reflect, protect your energy like it matters, because it does. Life is too short to waste it on things that won't matter tomorrow. Choose peace, choose growth, choose to respond only to what truly deserves you. That's the essence of Stoicism. That's the path to freedom. And it begins with one small choice: to stay still when the world tries to shake you. Number 7, start protecting your energy. Today, if this message resonated with you, don't let it end here. Take a moment to reflect and share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever reacted to something and later wished you hadn't? What's one situation in your life right now that doesn't deserve your energy? Your story could inspire someone else who's going through the same thing. Let's build a space where people can grow together, learn from each other, and support one another on this journey of emotional strength and inner peace. If you found value in what you heard today, make sure to like this video. It helps us reach more people who need to hear this message. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this, where we explore simple but powerful ways to live with more wisdom, calm, and clarity. And if you know someone who's always reacting to everything, someone who's constantly overwhelmed or emotionally exhausted, share this with them. Sometimes, one idea is all it takes to change a life. Now, here's your challenge. Pick one moment this week where you would normally react, and choose not to. Just one. Instead of getting caught up, pause, breathe, step back, protect your peace. It might be uncomfortable at first, but once you feel the calm that comes with control, you'll want more of it. And if you're serious about this journey, start reading more on Stoicism. Try books like Meditations by Marcus Aurelius or The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday. Or join a community where others are also learning to live with more discipline and peace. You have more control over your life than you think. And it starts with a choice, one quiet, powerful decision at a time. Not everything deserves your reaction, but your growth, your peace, your future. That deserves everything. Start today. In the end, the message is simple but powerful. Not everything deserves your reaction. Life will continue to throw challenges your way. People will say things that annoy you, situations will unfold that are unfair, and emotions will rise when you least expect them. But you are not helpless. You are not a puppet pulled by the strings of everything around you. You have the ability to pause, to think, and to decide whether something is truly worth your attention. That pause is where your strength lies. That pause is where your peace begins. Stoicism teaches us that we don't have to be prisoners of our emotions or slaves to every little disturbance in life. We can learn to observe instead of react, to understand instead of explode, and to protect our inner peace like it's the most valuable thing we own. Because it is. You don't need to win every argument. You don't have to respond to every insult. You don't have to prove yourself to everyone who doubts you. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is walk away in silence, with your peace intact. Let this idea settle into your mind. Your reaction is your responsibility, and you get to decide who or what deserves it. Most things won't matter tomorrow. Many people don't deserve a second of your energy, and your emotions don't always need to take the lead. When you begin to understand this, you become stronger, you become calmer, you become free. That's the power of Stoicism. It puts you back in control of yourself, no matter what's going on around you. Thank you for being here, for listening, and for taking this step toward a wiser, more peaceful way of living. You have the strength within you to face life with calm, to rise above the noise, and to choose your reactions carefully. So carry this thought with you. Just because something tries to shake you doesn't mean you have to move. You hold the power. Use it wisely. If this video sparked something in you, I'd love for you to join our membership community. Your support isn't just about helping the channel survive. It's about creating a space for deeper wisdom and connection. Members get exclusive content, live discussions, and special resources to continue your journey. Together, we can create a movement of growth and understanding. If you're ready to be part of that, click the link in the description and join us today.